This game came out almost nearly 10 whole years ago. Just take a moment and let that sink in. Feel old? Okay, let's actually start. What's up guys, I'm NintendoCloud and today we are going to be counting down the top 10 hardest stars to collect in Super Mario Galaxy 2. But before we get into the actual top 10 list, I wanted to take a moment to talk about a few honorable mentions that didn't quite make the final cut, but still deserved to be talked about. Blizzard and the chimp stomping levels. Now, I don't quite find these levels that hard anymore, but my 8-year-old self could not beat these levels for the life of me. Now, I find them to be more annoying than difficult, but back then, these types of levels were the bane of my entire existence. Until I discovered manta rays, pachinko machines, lily pad rides on poisonous rivers, and the watermelon rolling, but that stuff has already been talked about. The Blizzard levels where you just simply glide isn't too bad, but the races? Oh god, I could not beat these races for the life of me. Now, the chimp levels aren't as bad for me as they used to be, but they definitely were. I could not get enough points with the time limit allotted, and I hated it when the chimp laughed in my face over my failure. I never liked it, but then again, I don't think these levels are hard, just somewhat annoying. Throwback Throwdown Speedrun Boss Blitz Galaxy. First of all, I want to say right now that I do enjoy playing the Galaxy and getting to fight some of the very bosses from the very first Galaxy game, but that Prankster Comet isn't too bad until near the end. You have 5 minutes to beat all 5 bosses. You can beat the first 3 bosses probably in about less than 2 minutes, but the Bouldergeist boss is what screws me over every single time. You need at least 1 minute left to finish up the fiery Dino Piranha, which sometimes that boss can easily screw you over as well, because you have to wait for the perfect moment to swing his tail when it's not on fire. Heck, sometimes you might not even make it to the fiery Dino Piranha because of the Bouldergeist boss. So now, let's actually start the real top 10 list. Number 10, Green Star 1, Space Storm / Melty Monster Galaxy. The reason I made this a tie is because to get this specific star, you have to do the same thing for both galaxies. You must use the pole stars to gain enough height to reach the green star that lies high above the main launch star. You have to be very precise about this, however, and it can take a couple of minutes. There are other green stars that I want to talk about, and because this one doesn't have much to it, I won't talk about it anymore. Number 9, Squizzard's Daredevil Run, Slipslaying Galaxy. Here's another level that I personally find to be more annoying than somewhat difficult. Squizzard's Daredevil Run. As usual with the Daredevil levels, you have one singular bar of health, and you have to gain the Fire Flower power-up item to shoot into Squizzard's mouth. Occasionally, he'll shoot things back at you like sandballs and spike balls, so you'll have to pay close attention to those while you shoot the fireballs inside of his mouth. You can shoot the stuff flying at you though, which helps, but there's a lot to worry about. Plus, you have to do all of this in one try. Number 8, Cosmic Clones in the Chompworks Galaxy. In this specific level, you have to go through the Chomp Trail at the end like you did on the regular Power Star mission, standing on platforms and switching between their position to get the Chain Chomp in the pit at the end to earn your Power Star, all while the Cosmic Clones are mimicking your every move. And be sure not to get too crazy with this mission because that'll make it easier to die. But no matter what, it always seemed that a Cosmic Clone would have hit me no matter what, a lot of times knocking me into the lava or overall screwing up my pattern on getting the Chain Chomp to the very end. Number 7, the Chimp's Ultimate Skating Challenge, Shiverburn Galaxy. You thought that the chimp stomping levels were terrible? Well, this is the hardest chimp level in the entire game, and you don't even have to jump on enemies to rack up points. Here, you have to skate across a little tiny ice rink and spin into gummits to gain points, and you must beat the chimp's high score in about 40 to 50 seconds. There are other levels like this, but this level is called the Ultimate Challenge for a specific reason. A ton of the spiky gummits pop up, and I mean a lot of them. You cannot screw up or else you will not earn your Power Star. Number 6, a Stroll Down Rolling Lane, Melty Monster Galaxy. I will admit, I do like the idea concept behind this specific level, but the execution wasn't too great. First of all, you must use a rock mushroom to roll up ramps, fly to other planets, and roll to the end to get your star. You also have to bounce off of railings to help you steer in a certain direction. But controlling the rock mushroom power-up isn't that easy. You are moving pretty fast for one, and one little wrong turn and you'll fall to your death. Yeah, there's really not much more else to say about this one. Number 5, Burning Upside Dizzy Galaxy. Remember the levels in the first Galaxy game where you had to throw the bombs at the pile of trash and blow them up within 30 seconds? Well, they're back. Yay. The difference between those levels and this one is that you have to burn the boxes within 20 seconds with a fire flower. There's another level in the game similar to this one, but there's a lot more boxes here than the level from before. I mean, seriously, they're literally everywhere. Also, the time limit isn't even fair, but it's not too bad once you know what to do. But I seriously want to know, why can't the Gizmo just burn the garbage himself? Number 4, Purple Coin Spin Speedrun, Flipsville Galaxy. This star is tough, annoying, and completely luck-based. You have approximately 2 minutes and 30 seconds to get 100 purple coins in the underground area with the spin drill power-up. However, the gravity switches up every couple seconds, which can get somewhat annoying, and because you're on a certain time limit, you have to wait for the gravity to switch back to the coins that you missed. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Number 3, Silver Stars on the Cyclone, Stone Cyclone Galaxy. Now we're getting into the really tough levels. The Stone Cyclone Galaxy from the first game is back, but on steroids. The mission is pretty much the same as from the very first game, where you take the path to the main power star, but the thwomp boxes and pretty much everything else is moving at a crazy fast speed. What more can I say other than that it's a pretty straightforward level with a crap ton of obstacles going at insanely fast speeds, making it somewhat easier to die. Number 2, Purple Coins on the Rainbow Road, Rolling Coaster Galaxy. Oh god, this level is absolutely horrifying. I'm not the biggest fan of the ball rolling levels, especially the ones from the first and second Galaxy games, but this level, you have 2 minutes to get to the end of the slide while collecting 100 purple coins, and here's the catch, there's only 110 coins on the slide. That's right, you can only miss 10 of these coins out of 100, and guess what, if you miss the coins, that's right, you cannot go back to get them, and be sure to keep your eye on the clock too, because your 2 minutes will be up before you know it. So to sum it up, you basically have to take your time to get the coins that you can, but at the same time you can't because of the time limit. But there is a level that's even worse than this one, and I think you know where I'm going with this. Number 1, The Perfect Run, Grandmaster Galaxy. Seriously, it almost kills me to put this at number 1. I mean, come on, you knew it would be number 1 before you even start to read the list. Anyway, if you haven't played this star before, it's basically a long obstacle course to test your skills throughout the entire game. And when I say long, I mean it. This is a very long level, and the worst part is, you have 1 bar of health, so no matter how far you get, you have to start all over again. And because there aren't any checkpoints, you have to use Yoshi to grab some flowers and get to the launch star. That'll take you to a planet where you have to turn the blue switches yellow, use the cloud flower to fly across while avoiding getting shocked, go past some flip platforms, use pull stars, kill Hammer Bros to get your star. The end. And once you do beat the star, it is very satisfying after all of the crap that you've been through before.